one of the attractions in this room are these stones. They caught my attention along with the crucifix right away. So, Wayne, why don't you just explain what's going on here? Where did these stones come from? What do they represent and mean?
I actually got those from the Palace of the Living Arts. It was in Los Angeles, California, and I think they were very special. And I just thought I had to figure out a way to have these for the Hall of Christ, and we ended up getting those. Well, there's 20 pieces of stone in here. Every one of them has a separate authenticity. They were actually used by the Crusaders erected over the tomb of Jesus. These stones, they were then given to the Palace of Living Arts by the guardian of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem.
And if you've ever been to Jerusalem and have visited, that structure where Christ was buried is a very special structure. And it's just a delight to think that these stones actually came from that place, that area.
That is kind of touching, ain't it, Father?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's just part of this, the whole Hall of Christ here. We got the Last Supper. We have the stones. I got some real nice old pictures off of the walls. I got this great big one off of behind the apostles there. That's 12 foot tall. That was quite a challenge to get in here too, Father.
I'll bet you it was. I just bet it was. Well, I think putting this room together was really a challenge. But I can't tell you how much it means to me, and I can't tell you how much it means to be able to say Mass here with Christ and the Last Supper right behind me. I think, when I think of things, like before I start Mass, I always say that I want to say my Mass in a very meaningful way, that I want to say it in a prayerful way, and that I want the words of consecration to, each time I say them, to have more meaning than it did before. And also, if Christ has a message that he wants to give me, that he would do so during Mass. So I think just being in this atmosphere is going to bring a lot of those things to fruition.
Well, you said something. Hard work sometimes has good results.
Yes.
And if you put your mind into wanting a good result out of something, I'm not afraid of challenging it. And I'm so honored that you're down here doing Mass. It's such a good feeling. Father Gruba, your name goes back decades, and you are so well liked.
Well, I've always loved my priesthood, but I've always, racing and people like you have always been another parish for me.
Yeah.
I started in '67 and, have met a lot of people down through the years that I never would have had a chance to meet, and they're wonderful people.
Well, actually, the racing family, it's a good family.
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
Also, through the museum here, I've got to know so many people that's visited here, and it's become a nice family.
Yeah.
And I've met people from other countries, and it makes me feel good in the heart to be able to do this.
Well, it is a great museum, and everyone that I talk to now about being here, I often say, get down here yourself and go through this museum, because it's just wonderful.